Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers from Shelby and myself today. This is Friday, so if you're watching this, you're watching it on Saturday morning. But this is Friday around 3 o'clock, and I am tired of being inside. I've been inside all day long, but for good reason. I've been doing some deep cleaning on all of our floors. So every floor in our house has now been cleaned. Now, I don't particularly like that, but you guys know it has to be done. Somebody has to do it. And I'll show you up front here. We've got our fall decorations in full force. So I think Cassie made that a long time ago from like a painting class thing that she went to for fun. And then a subscriber sent us that. How awesome is that? The walkers with the 3 little chicks. And then we have our scarecrows up there. But we are in full fall mode and getting the house all spiffied up for a specific reason. Cassie is going to be hosting our women's fellowship from church. They have a monthly event, and this month it's going to be at our house. So Sunday after church in the evening, I don't know exactly what time, but there's going to be a house full of ladies in here, and I'm going to be long gone. But you know that Cassie, oh, let's say hi to Joe before we leave. He'll get jealous. Jealous Joe. Okay, Shelby. So while Cassie was at work today, I figured it was time to get ahead of the game. We're gonna be busy this weekend and get the floors cleaned. So I don't know what you guys use to clean your floors, but this is our mop. And I said that right, mop. It is a, I don't know, Hoover spin scrub technology floor mate. Hard floor cleaner. So we probably have about 1,600 square foot of hard tile, and it is like a wood look tile, but that thing works great on our tile. Cassie has degenerative discs in her back, and if she does have to clean the floors, that allows her to stay standing up and do some mopping. So all you do is you have tanks. You have a clean tank and then a dirty tank. So you put your water in one, it cleans it, and then moves it over. So I don't know if you guys have back problems and you still got to clean your floors, but that's one way you can do it. But I thought it would be a perfect day to bring you guys along and feed the animals. You know that we have a lot of babies. We have the 80 plus chicks, we have the cria, we have the Highland calf, and today's just gonna be kind of a general update. But last night it was about 40 degrees, and some of you have warned us that it was too cold for the chicks. They're just not going to survive because they still need heat. Well, Cassie showed everybody that they're fully feathered. So we'll check on them today and see if you were right or if Cassie was right. If they could handle the cold weather. I think last night the low was 38 or 40 degrees. So let's get some animals checked on and fed, and then we'll check on those chicks. So I got all my feed in hand, and this is going to be a busy weekend. Ranger has basketball tonight, and then he has soccer, a tournament tomorrow at 8 a.m. and at 1 p.m. And like I said, Sunday is going to be the day for Cassie's women's fellowship, so it's a busy weekend. But Muffin, you ready to eat, baby? All right, just a second. Hi, Zena. Hi, Zena girl. All right, you get fed first today. Listen to all the noise. Hey, are you eating cat food? No, please don't eat the cat food, Shelby. Nah, no. You've got food. So I always throw them out a little bit of feed to start off. And our little sheep Muffin has been doing good. I think she mostly got over her runny eyes. Hi, Sue. Hi, girl. Hey, baby. All right, so Sue's got her little pen right here. It keeps the dogs out. She's the only one that can get in there. And now what are you eating? I just fed you like at noon today, Shelby. Shelby's an opportunist when it comes to feed. She'll eat the range cubes from the cows. She'll eat the pellets for the other animals. She don't care. Watch out, girl. He's 8. So now what I have to put up with every day are these guys over here begging. They like to make noises when it's time to eat. I don't know what it is. They love to get your attention. And if you didn't know, a little shovel on the ground makes a little feed trough for goats or whatever we'll eat out of it. So I'm gonna head out here to Alvin and Alfred, and sometimes I wonder if Alvin knows that he's a dad. So you guys know that his little cria was born. He's the dad, Shadow, and I wonder if he knows. You know, he sees it. I'm sure he's seen it through the fence. They're right over there by the fence, and Alvin and Alfred are out here. Maybe he doesn't care. I don't know. But I don't know. I need to do some research. Probably won't be putting Alvin and Alfred in with a little male because they could see that as a threat. Boys. Alvin. So they could see him as a threat since he's a male, and I just don't know if that's going to be something we'll do. But probably by the time he's big enough to wean, it'll be about the time to try to breed again anyway. Now, Mariposa, since she lost her cria, we could actually attempt to put her in with the males right now because she could be bred. So that's something for us to think about. Hey, Dolly. Hey, Allie. Allie is getting big, and Bama is also getting big. Hey, Bama. But look at the coloring on Bama. Isn't that awesome? I know, buddy. You want some more grain? Here, just a second. I've got a little bit left for you guys. Yes, ma'am. Would you like something? I'm on my way. So I made it out to the donkey pen. Geronimo knows it's feed time, so he's going to figure out when I'm going to feed him. But they have access to this full hay ring now, and that hay should be excellent hay for them because it's not too rich and shouldn't make them grow too quickly. Whenever they have those babies inside of them, they need plenty of nutrition, but they don't need overfed by any means. So let's get our roll call going here. This is Dolly. You guys can see I feed them in this big long feeder, and they haven't fought since I fed them in this. So that's Dolly, and Loretta is standoffish. So that right here is Loretta, and then this is Patsy, and of course here's June. You can tell June because hers is the one that has the eye that's healing up. So the mini Jennies are doing awesome, and several of you have said that you like the names. I think it's pretty great. One day when we do get a Jack, of course, we'll have to stick with the theme. My vote's Merle, one of the best classic country singers of all time, in my opinion. But they are they're all doing good, and I don't feed them very much grain. I have it spread out in there pretty thin because they just don't need a lot. They don't need a lot of high protein and a lot of high fats. They need the roughage, things they get from the hay, and eventually we'll be making them a little bigger spot out here, but they're still pretty new to the farm, so we're going to give them a little longer to get settled in before we turn them out on any kind of pasture. Geronimo, is it torture watching your food fall out of the grain bin? So I'm getting the four-wheeler loaded down. And of course, Geronimo, he doesn't miss a beat. Just because you're my favorite, okay? Geronimo's a good boy. All right, I'll meet you over there, buddy. So Geronimo is always ready to eat. That's one thing about him. He is very food motivated. So the good news is if he ever gets out, all you have to do is grab some feed and he'll come right back in. All right, come on, boys. Back, back. You gotta get back a little bit so I can pour it out. Hey, buddy. So not only do we keep our herd bull well fed, but our steers, both of these steers, will be processed probably fall of next year. So depending on how they grow out, they will be processed. But I just seen the alpacas come up down there, so let's go feed them and check on the new Kriya's Shadow. Wow. So you can see he's keeping up just fine. Hey, buddy. What do you think, Shadow? You been getting along? Okay, okay, honey. I'll get in there and feed you. Come here, Mariposa. Shadow. Come here, buddy. So every time Honey and Mariposa hear those donkeys, their ears go up. They're not quite sure about it yet. And Shadow's doing a good job. He's hiding behind his mama like he normally does. He'll do that for a minute or two and then he'll start coming out because he gets curious. Come here, Shadow. Hey, big boy. So you can see that he is doing awesome. Honey's taking good care of him, and he's pretty much all leg. So I think the dogs and me are making him nervous. So we're gonna get out of here and go feed some cows. So Reba's getting closer, coming up with her little bull calf, which means she's getting more comfortable, and that's a good thing. So I'm gonna feed these big cows, and then I'll go out there and make sure she gets some feed. So. Blackberry. So we don't have a name yet for the little guy, but I'll take you out here and show you real quick. He came up with Reba. Hey, girls. So I think this is the first time she actually brought him up to eat. Poppy, you guys be nice. Hey, Reba. Don't touch the wire, dude. It's sharp. So we do need a name. What kind of name do we need for this little guy? He is doing awesome. He's a bull calf. Hey, buddy. So at this point, I am really happy that Reba's raising this calf without any help, without any issues. That's honestly what I expect every one of my cows to do. Have a calf, raise it. I want to make sure that they're bred in the right time of year. And honestly, this is the time that they should be calving out. The first cow we had, Cece, she was way too early. And you guys remember her calf was premature. But that is what we want to see. Reba raising her calf on her own, bringing it up to eat. She feels comfortable, and the calf is doing good. Such a beautiful day today. Did not like being inside most of the day, but like I said, there's going to be lots of more beautiful days this week. The low last night was around 40, but the highs for the rest of the week are in the 60s, and the lows are the high 40s and 50 degrees. So beautiful fall weather in Oklahoma, and it couldn't come at a better time when we were having calves and babies on the ground. Hey, hey, chickie girls. All right, who's ready to eat? So these smoky pearls are by far the most tame, gentle chickens we've had. They will follow you, be right at your feet, and let you pick them up. The kids really do enjoy them, and just some of the best chickens. And we have an update on the kids chickens for the chicken show. It's going to be in early December, and that is coming up. So come on, girls. Well, I just finished gathering eggs, and I have some bad news from the chicken pen. Unfortunately, we lost one of our older mature hens last night, or yesterday at some point after I fed, because she was not in here on the ground yesterday, and she is today. I don't see any signs of trauma or injury. I already tossed her out of the fence, but that is a speckled Sussex, and that is one of our favorite hens. They're just beautiful. They have dots on them, dots all over them, and kind of perplexed. I don't know what happened, but that is chickens. Let me tell you, some days you'll come out here and everything's great. All their eggs are good. All of them are walking around normal, just like they are right now. And there's one that passed away. Now, chickens are like humans, you know, they have a life expectancy. And I'm trying to remember if that is one of the older hens that we've had for a while. I think it is, and that may be it. There wasn't any extreme temperatures last night. I think it got down to 39 or 40 degrees, but it happened. So I'm gonna have to go and dispose of that hen. Unfortunately, I'll call Cassie and tell her the bad news too. She really does enjoy her chickens, and I always hate when we lose one. So I'm filling up water tanks, and so far this small tank is plenty of water. If you guys remember on Walker Farm Fam, when we turned the animals in here, we do have a bigger stock tank over here, but I told you I wanted to try this one to see if it was enough capacity, because it's easier to clean it out, and I can clean it out more often. So far it's doing great. I would a lot rather use that small tank than this big tank over here. That one's quite a bit bigger. So also you can see we have plenty of firewood, so when the cold weather does get here, we're ready for it. I've got the chimney cleaned out and it's ready to go. So bring on the cold, but not too soon. I'm really ready to just enjoy some nice fall weather. Shelby, I saw you out there checking that calf out. What were you doing? You just making sure it's okay? Huh? What are you doing, girl? So it's about time for me to head out to Rangers basketball game and watch Cassie coach Ranger play. But I was going to update you on the super hatch. I call it the Alabama super hatch. But we still have 4 in the brooder. And I don't know why. Those grayish blue chicks, 2 of them, look like they're the same breed. They never did grow out their feathers as good as the others. So you can kind of still see bald spots on their chest and on their back. So we're just going to give them a few more days to go ahead and finish growing out those feathers before we put them outside. But I've got my grain right here. When I filled their feeders up or top them off. And let's check on the super hatch. So if you guys missed it, this is their grow out pen. And let's see here. Got that gate shut there. And go on in. Hey babies. So you can see they are all the way up. Last night I came out here and there were some of them up here, some of them up here, but the majority of them were bedded down there on the ground. So they are all alive. Whoever the naysayers are saying it was too cold to put them out here, no it's not. Cassie checked. They have their feathers. Their fuzz is gone. So you can see right there, they have their feathers. And they are ready to take on the cold weather. Now, if it does drop, like say next week it was going to be down to 20 degrees, I would probably put a little heat lamp in here and then give them a little room to huddle up in. But right now, they're all good. So, well, I almost spoke too soon. I noticed there was one out and I need to look around now and try to figure out where it got out. There is one spot right here. If this gets pushed back too far, when the gate opens up, there's a little gap in the gate. And Xena will about lose her mind if any of them get out or if she's worried about them. So it's okay, Xena. It's okay. One place I kind of worried about was this back corner right here. And so I think I'm going to put a block. I'm going to go find me a concrete block and put there. That's really the only place that I think they could possibly get out is there and by that gate. So let me go get a block and put there. But other than that, they are doing awesome. Xena, it's okay, girl. So that does open up, but I just didn't want to. Let's check this feeder. These feeders have been awesome. Yep, see they eat it down to about that in a day. And we do have 2 of these feeders. Xena, it's okay. I'm not hurting anybody, I promise. So we do have 2 of these feeders, but I go ahead and put out this right here just in case. That way I know 100% that everybody gets to eat. So you can see when I do fill that feeder up, there's a bunch of them that go in and eat out of it. So I don't know if they just don't like the other feeders as well or if they're not all able to get enough food. But either way, I'll keep doing that just to make sure they get plenty to eat. Because there's around 80 of them and there's 8 different places to eat out of at one time. So you would think with 24 hours in a day, they could all find some feed and get something to eat if they want it. Xena, I'm gonna take care of these girls, okay? Trust me, you don't have to worry. So now I've got that back there in that corner. So that's gonna solidify that a little. Hey, it's gonna be okay, Xena. I promise, girl. I know. Xena is such a good livestock guardian dog. She wants to come in here and take care of these babies because she knows that they're vulnerable and that something potentially could get them. But they're okay, Xena. I think we've got them covered. I don't think there's any spots they can get out now. So that's the grow out pen. Let me put this back. That was the only spot that they could get out. Now they can't. So the grow out pen is working out great. They have plenty of room to roam, and they have plenty of places to get up and stay off the ground. That's what chickens like to do. But now the question is, what's next? Well, what's next is we have to start determining which ones are hens and which ones are roosters. The roosters, well, as soon as we can know for sure that they're roosters, we'll be separating them and probably selling them at auction, or if they're a bigger breed, we could process them, but probably not. We're probably going to sell those at auction. And then once we get that narrowed down, then we'll start growing them out. So we have a pen over here that is kind of the next step that's going to be empty in the next week, our American breast pen. So this pen, these chickens are big enough to be with the herd. So that's going to be the next step. So we have this covered, this big pen, and they'll go on. So I'm going to get off of here. I've got to finish watering, but I will try to get some video of Cassie coaching and Ranger playing as we end the video. I doubt we'll have time to catch up with her tonight, but I want to thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to catch up with us here on the farm. It was a great day. Unfortunately, we did lose that one chicken, but all of the super hatch is doing good. Shadow's doing good. Our new Highland calf is doing good. So we are very blessed. So I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Walk out.